So this message is for past students and training partners. But hold on a second. If you're starting to move on because you don't think it's meant for you directly, you're wrong. This isn't just meant for my students, but for all students. Anyone who has learned or shared experiences with one another. So I want you to know that I've never run into another instructor who didn't think about their past students, who weren't more than happy and thrilled to connect again and to get an update of what they've been doing. I find this especially true with students at a young age. We want to know what you've become. Are you still training in anything? And that you're doing well. It's incredible. We hear so often about how teachers have changed our lives, but we hear significantly less about how the students have changed the lives of the teachers. We teach, we train, we share a piece of ourselves. Sometimes in an authoritative state, we can be seen as strict, but even after working with hundreds of families and youths, randomly, individual students and parents still pop up into our thoughts, and we wonder, what are they doing right now in their lives? What's happening with them? Now, if you're watching this, and I am privileged enough that you allowed me to be one of those influences in your training, drop me a comment, send me a message privately, doesn't matter. Tell me how you are. Tell me what you've been up to. I can promise you I care and I want to hear from you. I'm always surprised at the amount of people that are shocked that their instructors of the past still remember them. Of course we do. However, sometimes we may need a gentle reminder or a chance to reconnect, especially if it's been a long time and you may have changed drastically. This doesn't mean you weren't significant to us if we need that reminder. If we've shared sweat and time, you are what helped form us into our current selves. So no matter how long our time was shared, maybe I was your instructor at a young age, maybe you attended a seminar that I did, maybe we just trained together. There are so many different ways that we could have connected through martial arts. And I don't take claim that people are or were my students. I personally think that's silly. We are all students of the martial arts together. Now, I may be fortunate enough to be included in your mind as an instructor and in your journey, but I can never make claim to your accomplishments and the efforts that you put into your training. So please reach out, say hi, maybe share your favorite experience that we had together, or memory or training drill that we did, and how it maybe made an impact on you. I'd love to hear you. I can't tell you how much time we as instructors spend remembering the old days. And the reality is that the old days sometimes aren't that old. Other times, they're 30 years old, but they feel like yesterday. Now remember at the beginning when I said this message was for you, even if you didn't know me. You may not know me personally. We may never have trained together. And maybe this is the first time you've ever seen me in a video. Know this, there are others who feel the same way and want to hear from you. Make that connection. Don't feel silly about it. Don't be apologetic for why you're no longer a part of the club or journey. Just say hi, because it matters. Martial arts raises some of the toughest people with hardened exteriors, but also with the biggest hearts and strong emotions. So if you've made it this far, thank you. Thank you for having an impact on your instructors, your teammates, whether you still train, you want to return to training one day, or you want to never touch the martial arts again. As an instructor, thank you for giving your time and sharing in our love and allowing us to share our love with you. I hope to hear from you. Stay well.